I can't handle this right now.
You gonna have the brown, you gotta have the brown.
Welcome back to the Only Hip Hop Show with the Only Hip Hop
Squad.
What's up, y'all?
Turn up.
Hey, we just had another great guest.
Hey.
Got y'all political game on point. Hopefully go do your research, go do your homework, but you know.
Please do.
Big shouts out to the one and only. But we got another great guest in line for y'all right now. So without further ado, Watts' finest, Mr. Glasses Malone in the building.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
What's up, man?
What's good, man?
Coolin'.
We've been waiting for you, man. People excited, man. You already know, man.
Yeah, that's because I'm always saying some bullshit.
Let's get it, man. Welcome to the squad. It's such a pleasure to have you here, man. We've been seeing you work for
Big time.
years.
Literally. Big time.
Spent like, what, 9 years now? It's like 9th year.
But non-stop, though.
Non-stop.
Non-stop.
Underground current.
Yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's better than selling Sherm for right now.
And actually, that's what I want to get off. It's not necessarily about the music, but I want to know how, G, with your phone blowing up, with the emails blowing up, with you having to be in the studio, with you having to be obligated as a man to being a fatherhood, manhood, paying bills. How you schedule all that, man? How you balance all that?
I ain't got no kids, so that's one thing. I just had no kids.
So you just hit, ladies. Y'all hit the lotto, man.
I know you didn't. Nah, I ain't got no kids, but I just keep my phone silent, keep my notifications off, and I try to give everything its own time.
Okay.
When I'm in front of somebody, like if I'm here, I'm not gonna be on my phone. I ain't gonna silence. When I'm on the phone, you know what I mean, I don't try to answer the text.
Respect.
I look at my text. If there's 80 text messages, I just wait to the end of the day to respond, you know, because you know, everybody feel a certain way when you don't get back on time, but it's like they don't care that it drive you crazy. So, you know, shit. I just take my time and do everything as it comes. But a big part of it, the blessing, just like having kids is a blessing in this business, having kids is some work, and not having kids is a blessing. I could just jump up. I just got offered 3 shows, you know, in Ghana, so it's like I could just jump up and go. It ain't no. I don't got to figure out the babysitter. I ain't got to make the wife or the baby mama happy. I just go get it.
Just go get it, non-stop. It's a pleasure to have you here, G.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, thank you. Welcome.
Thank y'all for having me.
Let's take it back from when you started off with the song with Certified featuring Akon.
Yeah.
Tell me, what was your first experience working with Akon?
Man, that shit was like 9 years ago. Oh, it was 9 years ago.
Yeah.
That man bringing power to Africa.
Really, Akon is like probably the most authentic person in the industry. Like, from being like a street nigga to, like the way that's set up, it came through Cam from Watts, like the legend from my town, Whoop Whoop Cam. And when I was in Atlanta, I just wanted to work with Toomp. You know what I'm saying? I just liked how he sound. There wasn't really no West Coast sound at that point. Like, even though I know Dre, and Dre told me I should be doing this for a living, it wasn't like he was in the musical zone. So I just felt like I liked what Toomp was doing. So I went down there to work with him. And one day I was in the studio and Akon walks in and he's like, "Hey, you Glasses, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And you know, he was like, "Cam told me about you from Watts. Say you was a real nigga, and everybody I asked was like, you was real, man, let's knock something out." Just like that. And he was like, "Toomp, pull up a beat." And Toomp started playing different beats. He like, "G, what you want to rock to?" And he played Certified. And I was like, yeah, that sound good.
Simple as that.
So I started coming up with the words. And about 5 seconds later, he was like, "I got the hook." And he just went and did it just like that. And really, that's how it happened. It was more working to mixing the record than recording the record. The mix ended up costing like $6,000. It was like 2 days, and the dude, Leslie, who mixed it, was like really amazing. You know what I'm saying? And Patchworks was just kind of expensive, so it was like $6,000 to mix the song. So hearing the version that we just recorded was tight, but when we heard the mix, you know what I mean, with Toomp was in there, it was like thunder, you feel me? It was different.
Can we stay there just for a second? My bad. From an artist perspective, that transition from that we just laid it to that mix, explain how you feel. Can you necessarily hear it that you've been doing this so long? Can you tell the differences outside of the big reverbs and the echoes and stuff? Can you really tell as an artist, can you tell?
Yeah, I mean, shit, I grew up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 36 now, I'm like a grown up, you feel me? So it's like, I pretty much produce a lot of the stuff. Okay. You know, if I'm doing it with my team, so I'm a part of the making the record,
yeah.
mixing the I'll mix a record 8 times. So that's the funny part. I mixed Too Hood with Game on Glass House 2. Pick up Glass House 2.
Bless.
It's available. Stream it, whatever. But I got a song with Gang called Too Hood with Kurt Cobain's and Gang.
Yes, sir.
And I mixed it like 8 times. Mastered it like 4 times. So when you learning, it's like when I first did it, I didn't do nothing but record. I wasn't there for the mix. I wasn't there for the master. I just had the recorded version was banging that. And then when I got the mixed version, it was like, what the fuck is this? This shit sound crazy.
Yeah,
this the same song. So
damn, thank you.
It's true artist, man. It's a full experience. It's a full ride. You know what I mean? First idea, from the first idea. Mixing the song, man, 4 or 5 times is crazy.
It's
because,
crazy.
People don't understand I used to look at Dre so crazy, like, man, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why do you keep fucking with the song? You're like, it ain't right. I'm like, nigga, what you mean it ain't right? And he, even Warren G, it just was different. Cat, it was different. But now that I understand, like, and I got youngers that I'm coaching, you feel me? And it's like, oh, I get it. Right. So I can mix the song 8 times now, and like when I even
they looking at you like, what are you doing?
And I had to tell them that bullshit that Dre was telling me, like, chill out, nigga.
Chill out.
That's what it takes.
Hey, on that note though, like you said, you got the young ones, Division Media Corporation.
Sure.
We had one of the actually we had Any Means come through.
Sure,
so can you with just your experience and your knowledge in the game and the people that you have had an opportunity, how valuable is that experience in being able to bring up the next, generation of rapper?
I think I'm gonna be a much better coach than I was a player. Like at this point, I'm more like Bill Russell. You feel me? Like I gotta play and coach. Nice. I ain't got the luxury just to coach. I would love to just coach at where I'm at, but it's still a demand for like what I do musically, and so I can't just sit back like I would like and just coach till I get, Kobe Bryant, then I can step up off the floor, you feel me? So, it's a responsibility. I help, like a lot of the dudes help me, I help them too. You know what I mean? Whether it be a Ty Dolla $ign, whether it be a Kendrick, like I have different conversations with everybody in the business, whoever talks to me, and we gonna have a deep conversation about music. It'll be chords. Like I just started producing 3-4 years ago, but me and Chords have, to me, deep conversation. Terrence Martin, like we'll have a conversation that lasts 40 minutes about music. So right now, I mean, it only works if somebody listen to you.
Glasses, you mentioned coaching and just getting more into that executive role.
Sure.
I seen a couple of days back you said you had posted something on Instagram about Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah.
And you said that if you had the chance you would bail him out and sign him.
That's the plan.
Now, that answers one of my questions about how serious you was about it. But
I'm dead serious.
Can I ask you what specifically about Bobby Shmurda just attracted you to him and the situation that he was going through?
I don't really care about the case. I mean, like, everybody fuck up. We all fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was going to jail every day. I just got blessed and didn't get no felonies or, like, that little nigga fighting, some real time.
Shit.
So, but just what he possessed musically, the youth he possessed, I've been to his neighborhood, you feel me? It's in Brooklyn.
Right.
GS9, you feel me? I think it was like 190th or 90th Street. It was one of them. And I was chilling over there. Me and my boy King, shout out my partner King. He my boy, man. He up in from Tacoma, but he was blowing some weed, and I remember talking to his OG homies about him, and they talked real right about him. And then the first day I reached out and we chopped it up when he first was coming up, before how nigga blew up, I liked his vibe. And listen to how nigga let me know he had it. Right. But I just feel like it ain't enough people in the business no more to produce people.
And it's I feel what you saying that, like, it is no artist development. Everything is just like the microwave. You get the artist, if you got a hot single or hot whatever, you just put them out, but it's no teaching the artist how to just develop their sound or just develop a rapport with the producers and just learn how to make structured songs. It's just, if you got a hot song, we're gonna put it out, make money off of it, and then hopefully you just sell.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the producers, it's DJs, man. This hip-hop is for the DJs. It ain't really for the rappers. The rappers is the second part of it. The DJ first, and the DJ used to be the producer. You know what I mean? That was the band. You know what I mean? The DJ is the producer. That's the band. You feel me? That's, it's like Maze to Frankie Beverly. I know Frankie Beverly get a lot of the credit as far as the, singer and maybe produce some, but the band is everything. So with Bobby Shmurda, I just feel like Puff never came and took interest, and it's not his fault. It's not his responsibility. Swiss didn't take interest. Premier didn't take interest.
His label didn't really take interest after he got up in the situation. They kind of backed off.
I'm not mad at him. You know, L.A. Rita Epic probably didn't know what to do with him. You know what I mean? This is a little gang-banging Brooklyn street kid. This man, the R&B, label head. You know, he's responsible for a lot of cool stuff, but this is a gangster rap lane. So, he needed a Puff or the next generation. I mean, music everywhere is hurting because the production is whack. Niggas is like not really.
You think it's solely because of the production?
100%.
It's like one long song.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's like you only as good as your producer. I mean, that's just the facts.
I mean, I would counter and say, as an artist, you still kind of have to sit down and select the beats. So, like,
nah, that's not really how it go. Dr. Dre laid the play out for you. Just look, okay, well, look at what the product Dr. J put out. Look at the artist.
But let me stop you right there. It seems like back in his day, the artist was a little bit less I know it all and a little bit more receptive to everything he say. Nowadays, artists, they think they kind of got it figured out because everything's at their disposal as far as being able to make music and just construct an album or a mixtape.
I don't know. I don't think so. I just think if you get with somebody, I don't think producers come in and want to come with the song ideas. I think people are shopping beats. A nigga email you, be like, let me send you some beats. Nigga ain't gonna have no hooks. Puff and them was different. Dre and them was different. They had the full staff around you. Dre, when he first was understanding production, he would scratch the hooks in. You know what I mean? He would scratch the hooks in. They would, and then he got some gifts. But a producer like Quincy Jones, he knows how to go get a Rod Temperton to make Michael Jackson album.
Right.
Producer don't mean you make beats.
Yeah.
It means you just
Producer mean you produce a song. Top to bottom.
more like a general manager in a sense, if you want to liken it to sports. So you said how your role would be the coach, but the producer pretty much oversees, bring people in, and just fuses the necessary talent together.
I mean, it's both. I mean, however you want to look at it, because Dre at that time was coach and he was everything. So, I mean, just look at what Dre put to the game. Right. Look at Dre's, NWA. He produced that. It's the most legendary hip-hop group of all time. Even if it's not the most selling, it's the most, people feel the most impactful.
Yeah.
He produced Snoop Dogg.
Without a doubt.
I'm saying? He produced Eminem. He produced, 50 Cent, The Game, Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? If you look at him with them and then look at them without him, it ain't the same.
Or the careers he touched with them singles he dropped.
I'm just saying, you feel me? It ain't the same. Look at Puff. Look at Puff with a G-Dep. Look at Puff with a Mace. Look at Puff with a Black Rob. Look at them without him.
The making the band.
Look at making the band. So gold.
That's a good point though, G, because you kind of touched on it before, but you said you had to kind of like take a step back in the sense and learn production.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. I just, rapping is second. Rapping ain't the most important thing. The vocalist it's tons of instrumental hit records. There ain't no acapella hit records.
Zero.
So it's all about he who cooks the dope get paid. It's the financer and the cook. Everybody else is just the waiter. Feel me? It's just you gotta know how to cook the dope. Or you gonna go pay Mustard $360 for an album. I'll take Mustard $360,000. You feel me? Then you gotta spend another $400,000 so you can let everybody know Mustard did your album. So you be $760 in hoping people gonna buy it, or you learn how to cook your own dope. Straight up.
Now another question I got, because you was kind of this way at the beginning of your career. What would you tell our artists that had one foot in the game, one foot in the streets, and was kind of battling that? What, like if you could have told Bobby Shmurda something beforehand, what would you have told him?
Nothing. I mean, I stay 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I mean,
but you've been one of your feet has been in the game for almost 10 years.
It's always been both for me. It ain't never been one or the other.
So
they run hand in hand.
That's what I see. What I was gonna ask you.
But Bobby Shmurda is a kid too. Like you gotta think, when I got in the game, I was a grown ass man. I'd already gangbang. Like I lived a gangbanger life for real. Like if you died at 25, I was right at 25 before I got signed. So like I couldn't really have no conversation with little nigga 18, 19, and 20 because at 18, 19, and 20, like it was only so many conversations somebody could have with me. But the music just gotta take you. You know, you got to be intrigued with who you. If you intrigued with who you working with, that'll preside over the streets every day. Like a person like Bobby Shmurda, like I'm dead serious. I'm already devising a play to get that dude. That dude is special. That dude is probably the reason New York can be what it's supposed to be. He's special, but that don't mean everybody could deal with him.
Right.
L.A. Reid is probably one of the greatest black execs of all time. One of the greatest execs, period. But that don't mean he can deal with everybody. You know, L.A. Reid ain't necessarily the most best success with gangster rap. You know, it's different to understand the gangster. Like, I know what he's trying to do, so he be around me. It's a different vibe. Like, it's already gonna be like you ain't gotta go nowhere to get turned. We gonna be where it's turned, but it ain't gonna have to be at you.
Right now.
You gonna see it. Like, you ain't gonna never have to leave the streets, but it's gonna be right next to you all the time.
Nice.
Gee, let's get to the music. Oh, this in the camera, Khrissy B. What happened in that car, man? I seen the cassettes, man. What happened? What happened on that cover, man? Talk to me about that.
That same thing happened in every car.
Enough said, man.
I don't know.
And we seen the cassettes. We heard the music. Was there anything specific that you were actually trying to deliver as far as sonically with this particular project?
Yeah, I mean, it was just a funk album, man. It was like, feel me? I wanted to make my own version of Doggy Style, Quick is the Name, Chronic. You know what I'm saying? So I made it, and the way I wanted to do it. And like I said, it was the first album I produced. You know, the songs with my boys.
Yeah.
You know, I stood up and came up with song concepts. You know, came up maybe chopped samples, figured out exactly what I wanted, and had them come in. They played. I chopped samples. I added percussions. I did everything all the way to the mix. So it's probably my best project to me. I mean, not necessarily the most depth because I'm past a place to where I don't always feel like. For a while I was just going through it because like, man, I lost all of my homies and I barely beat prison. You know, my mom's died. It was like rough. You feel me? Like even being in the game, it was the first unhappy like 6 years, 5 years. Like that's why I didn't smile a lot because I was still living out all the shit I was dealing with. And so this is the first album. Like I felt free really. I felt like, okay, I got it off. So now, what has been going on outside of dealing with this pain of losing your homies and selling dope? Well, bitches and money. I've been dealing with
Right off the top.
women, and I've been dealing with money.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I've been blowing through money, and I've been, you know, messing over or getting messed over by women.
No kids.
And no kids.
Bless.
Plenty of condoms, you feel me? Plenty of condoms, and the times I screwed up, God made sure He ain't stick me in. So,
Right.
Let me throw a curveball at you, G. I know you fuck with my boy Quiz, man.
Sure.
I love that nigga, man. His bars, his artistry, his whole hustle.
Yeah.
Give me your perception on that, man. How you feel about Air Max 90, man? What's up with Q?
I mean, that Air Max 90 was my baby as well as Quiz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Quiz do his thing right now. He kind of do his own. He's setting up. He grew up. So now he's his own man. So he's setting up his own establishment. But Air Max 90 was a project when I was working on Glass House 2, where if you listen to it, you can hear the similarities to where it's like, oh, I see what they was on.
I'm a back-to-back. I'm all right.
Yeah, and it was an amazing project. I hate the mix of it. I told him that, you know, and I probably shouldn't say this, but you got to see this shit all the way through. You know, and it was a lot of soul that got robbed in that record because of how it was mixed. If you mix a record a certain way, you'll lose some soul. You'll make it too digital. And it deserves to be analog. You know, even if you can't go to a SSL board, you might need to go to somebody who got a control center and an ADAT. But you got to keep some of the alive parts of the music.
So the essence.
You know, it's different analog setups. Like my boy Guido, shout out to Guido, but he don't have a SSL. The nigga who mixed White Lightning and recorded with me, he didn't have one. But he knew how to mix enough to where he could bring everything to ADAT and keep that soul in music. But that record got robbed of a lot of soul to me. When you listen to it, if you listen to it, it's a dope project. Quiz is killing every song.
Every song.
But it's so many dope live instruments that you don't know is live because when you mix digital, it go flat. And it rob it of its roundness, its fullness.
We had the producers here too, Dhane. Didn't we have the producers up in here?
Yeah, no, but it wasn't the Teamsters. They did an amazing job. It's just how they went about mixing it. And that's because at that point, like me and Quiz, like I pump any of my friends. Quiz is my friend before anything about rap.
Yeah.
But I pushed them to be great, and at times it's to my own detriment with them because it's like, damn, G, like you going too hard. It's like, no, nigga, like I see how great you are.
I see it.
So when I hear the project itself, when you hear it, it's an amazing experience, but it lost some feeling. Man, that album got so much live shit that you can't even hear. You don't even know how great it is. When you listen to it, them horns is live, them basses is live, and you don't know because when you mixing it like that, you take some of the soul out if it's built off of that, if it's built off of an old feel. It's not no techno, it ain't no pop. So if you mix it digital, you lose something. So that's the only thing I really hate about that album. But on the music,
and that's coming from that coach, that's coming from that fan, that's coming from that player,
friend,
that
man.
artist, friend, every level.
Quiz always desired it. Every nigga I hang with, man, we friends. It ain't about the only nigga I ever fuck with as a rapper was K-Boy. The rest of them niggas were friends. And then we start doing music later on together. So with Quiz, I don't expect nothing but the best. And I mean, he gonna deliver, you know what I mean? But that project particularly, I wish, you know, it got an analog mix because it would have brought it all the way to life. You can't, you know, don't rob it, you know, with the live shit and then you go to a digital mix. It matters, trust me, you just don't think so. It matters though.
That's everything you said been quality the whole way through, G. I respect you. 100%.
It's all feel, man. It's a lot of niggas' music is what you hear, but the real shit is what you feel.
Is what you feel.
Now, Glasses, for Glass House 2, you start your campaign started probably, I want to say 6 to 8 months back.
I hear you, West B.
And I saw you just doing your whole radio tour run and everything like that. But what I wanted to ask you was, what made you want to go back to the grassroots, just going around the city to city, one deep, on your Radio Raheem shit with the boombox and the cassette tape, just really being organic about it? What made you get in that space?
That was dope, by the way.
So if I'm gonna keep it solid, like I said, Glass House 2 available everywhere, iTunes, streaming, infinite. But I don't even know how to say it. It was like on some Jesus shit. I just wanted to walk in the hoods. The radio just was like a plus. Like I started off going to radio, but my plan was just to go through the hoods and feel the vibe. So when I needed to create again, I could create from different spaces. I could create what I think, what I got from DC. I could create what I got from Detroit. I could create what I got from Cleveland. I could create what I got from Dayton. Not to mention, like, all of this music is based off of funk. You know, I went to Cincinnati because I sampled some Isley Brothers on this record. The Isley Brothers from Cincinnati. Feel me? I went to the Bronx because I sampled Heavy D on this record. He from Mount Vernon. Feel me? I went to Queens because I sampled some LA. I went to the Bay because I sampled, you know, Sly Stone, Sly and the Family Stone. Like I sampled. I went to the towns of the people I sampled. And that's what niggas could never understand. This ain't like, I'm serious. This ain't about no money. Like, I ain't even do a good job promoting this record because I've been focused on paying homage to the record itself. Now I'm just barely starting to promote it. So I was in niggas' town. Like, I was in Dayton because, you know, Roger and Zap from Dayton. You know, because the Ohio players from Dayton. You know what I'm saying? I was in the towns where I sampled the music from.
Yes, really?
I was in Memphis, you know, I sampled some Stax Records shit. You know, that's where the Stable Singers, you know what I mean? So I went to the Stax Museum. I went to the, you know, I quoted some Martin Luther King shit, so I went to the Martin Luther King, you know, the hotel where he got killed. So I went and paid homage to the record I did, and it took me like 90 to 100 or some days, but, you know, it was worth it. It was a journey, you feel me? And I just got a chance to shake hands in the hood, you feel me? Hang out, shoot dice with niggas, vibe with every nigga. I was in Memphis, vibe with some dope niggas. DC vibe with some dope niggas. I met some amazing talent, and I just feel like I just needed the experience. That's all. I had time. I ain't got no kids. Shit. Ain't no rush. Man. This record ain't gonna go bad.
Speak.
Right.
Like milk.
It sounds like you went to recording school to learn this shit. Because talking to a recording artist and a radio engineer graduate, like, it sounds like you know your shit. Like, you
inside scoop.
The inside scoop, like, you know, like the SSL, you were talking about everything. I was just like, what the hell?
I got a setup right now, man, where I'll be putting some shit through a VCR, using the VCR just to get some tape. So it's like, what? I'm just serious, man. I'm serious. It ain't, when you get older in life, man, like, if you hoop, right? Right. You can't just depend on athletics. Like, when I first came in this game, I could depend on my experience in the streets and my livelihood and being a real nigga. And then that gonna get you so far. That got me 400,000 sold on certified and got me everything else. Now, if I'm trying to get to gold to platinum, if I'm trying to get a trophy, you gotta have skills. Right. You ain't gonna be able to play as no older nigga if you ain't got skills. You know what I mean? Them young niggas gonna jump your ass out. They gonna run you down the floor and jump out the gym.
Oh, damn.
You know what I mean? So all I do is develop all my skills. You feel me? Now I gotta turn away, fade away. I take you in the post you up. That was naturally what I do. I get in the corner, you feel me? I could start a triangle, run it, like it's some shit. Like I keep paying homage to it. My homage to it is different. Like I really respect it, and I fell in love with it finally. So, you know, if I fell in love with a woman, I would go through the same thing. So I fell in love with the music. I'm just out there with it. That was the honeymoon you seen for Glass House too. That was the run. It was the honeymoon.
Simple as that.
Nice.
I was married.
So what does the future have in store for Glasses, especially when it comes to the fans? Like, what can we expect from them?
I don't know, man. Like, I made Division Media Corp because I just wanted to make shit. Like, I wanted to make an album right now. Last year I made a Mother's Day card. I just want to make shit. Feel me? Whatever I feel, whatever my heart feel. I mean, it's, you know, I'm gonna give you my only goal in this business is to secure a plaque for a song and to be a part of the next Thriller. That's the only two things in music that I'm really looking to do. So I don't know. To that point, I'm helping friends get to where they supposed to be. I'm producing my homie Alcatraz new album. Like I said, it's Spanglish and shit. It's called In Spanglish. It's real dope. First video gonna leak coming out real soon. I'm producing a group called TRO that I'm a part of, but it's like, you know, the dudes on the West Coast that I feel like really have gave they all to this game and never back down. So it's people you know about, but it's gonna blow your mind out. Because that's when I debuted like all my DJing skills. Like I've been practicing DJing and playing the bass. So that, and I'm just doing whatever I feel, man. I just wake up and do it.
It's amazing, man.
Jack of all trades, I believe.
You mentioned being a part of the next Thriller. Now, just putting on that mogul hat, that executive, that coach hat, that A&R hat, who do you see that's in the game right now that could be a candidate to make that next Thriller?
The only person I see is Chris Brown, but I don't know if he's gonna do it. Like I don't think he got the Quincy Jones or the Rod Temperton. And he needed some Joe Jackson ass whooping because he don't. He really just.
All right, and after that, who could he possibly align himself with that could give him that Quincy Jones mojo or that same kind of structure that's needed to make a Thriller?
So if you asking me if Chris Brown was signed to me, how would I go about making Thriller?
Yeah.
I would go first off for Chris. I would go for real.
That's dope.
That would be hot.
First move, first call.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Top 3 producer.
I don't think.
all time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that, but
You wouldn't say that?
Nah. You gotta. I wouldn't even
go
put him
back
in front of JD or Dre or, you know, you guys Puff. Like you got Puff, so I can't just put him there. But in fairness, you know, he pretty close. Him and Kanye.
How you feel about Manny Fresh?
For a long time, I felt he was top 5. I just felt he ain't did nothing. But I mean, you won't have Cash Money without him.
Right.
Will not.
But I put him with Pharrell as far as a producer, because I think him and Pharrell, like he could have sang Happy, and that would have been like it was big for Pharrell, but for Chris Brown, it would have been Thriller.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then for a pen, I don't know. I don't think I've done enough. I don't think I have enough research. Immediately, I would want to say Neo, because I think Neo can write all the dynamics. I think Neo can write all the dynamics, but it's somebody probably a little better that I'm not thinking about.
Stevie.
You know what I'm saying?
Stevie Wonder.
No.
No?
Because you can't. You got to be able to speak a certain language. Like the dialogue
He
changes.
can't see. He's speaking from pure perception in that mind, man. I think that's infinity right there.
I think Stevie.
Dream too.
I
Dream
think
is amazing.
Stevie
I don't
slept
know.
on, man.
I don't know about Dream as for content.
Okay.
Like I don't think Dream is like, honestly right now the stuff him and Tricky did is like really big for what I'm doing right now. Like I've been creating a genre of music. I ain't even go into that shit. It's a whole nother story. But like Dream is amazing. But Neo can write what Dream can write, but Dream can't write what Neo can write. Like Neo will write a song that can make you cry.
Yeah, he can write from the perspective of a woman too. Like
Right.
that's
That's the bar, because Dream can kind of too. I can't shoot him down, but Neo can write something that can make you cry, and Mike had shit that can make you cry. Dream never wrote anything at this point that's made me cry.
Right.
But Neo has made stuff that almost make you cry, they make you party, they make you dance, they make you think. And to me, Rod Temperton represented that. And it might not even be Rod. They might need to go to Adele.
Hello.
Her pen is crazy. Her and her writing partner. So, you know, to me, Pharrell and Chris is the one thing that needs to happen. And you know, if they can get a writer, that's even greater. But that's, to me, Pharrell is the closest thing to what Chris Brown needs to make, you know, to become, you know, that could be his Quincy Jones. Not to mention they both from VA.
Two down.
I don't know how to shit. I mean, I guess them niggas got beat.
Now, another question I want to holler at you about was the subject of ghostwriting. Like, could you explain to the casual fan what ghostwriting actually is and the process that goes in that, and why it should or should not be frowned upon, depending on how you feel about it?
I mean, ghostwriting in hip hop. Well, there's no such thing as ghostwriting in R&B. Everybody's song is probably written by somebody else. So in hip hop, ghostwriting really is when somebody's writing the lyrics to your raps. Not necessarily the hook, but the lyrics to your rap. Now, somebody can guide your song with the chords as normal, but the lyrics to your rap is supposed to be what they feel hip hop really represents. Do I feel it's okay? Do I think Drake? I don't think Drake is necessarily hip hop. I think Drake is a pop star. I understand he raps, but I think it's a kid from Degrassi who don't even really use profanity in real life.
So you think he's overrated?
No, I think he's the best guy today right now. He's showing off. I mean, until somebody take him down, I mean, it ain't no overrated. I mean, I don't think he's done. I mean, that's why he's not selling records like Tupac and Biggie, because it ain't the same. Right. But nobody is close to Nas or Scarface. So, you know what I mean? You talking about people, like I said, like he's the best today because he's probably the best songwriter today. I mean, and he's smart enough to get help. You know what I mean? But I don't think I even care if Drake writes his own shit.
Right.
And right. I mean, I kind of do just from a hip hop fan standpoint. But my thing is, if he did have one, I would kind of say it's probably only for about 5 to 10% of his actual catalog. I'm like, the majority of the stuff that we like Drake for was probably written by him, especially like the stuff earlier on, like the mixtapes and stuff like that.
Probably not. I mean,
you don't think so?
Nah. I mean, Drake can rap. That's the thing when it come down to it. But Drake is smart. Drake know how to. He'll eye New York and then make records for New York. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's an actor. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, like he's a mark or something.
That's the same thing they said about Ice Cube, in a sense.
That's different, because Ice Cube from L.A. Drake is from Toronto and was in a Nickelodeon show. Right. I don't think authenticity is what I would be looking for.
Exactly.
If who was like popping on Nickelodeon when I was a young nigga? I don't know if Doug put out an album or something. Shit, I don't know, like a
Arkell or something.
I don't think I would look from the same authenticity from that person. Drake can rap. I done been around this motherfucker. He could rap. He rapped on Certified. That's how I first heard the motherfucker. He rapped on Certified. The motherfucker could rap. But it ain't about rapping. He understood it was about, you know what I mean? This nigga want to target New York, so he gonna get some nigga that could sound like New York. You know what I mean? And they gonna help. And then if he want to get somebody that sound like Atlanta, he gonna go with Quinn Miller because he targeting in Atlanta. Like, he's a fucking animal, you feel me? An assassin when it come down to songwriting. But that's not to say it become compared, like, you know, he not as good as Kanye or nothing. The last nigga that was up there, you feel me? But he's beating this era, and I think that's because he's probably the most complete songwriter. I just think that's what it is.
You think he himself is probably the most complete songwriter?
Well, I mean, as a rapper. I think Dot is a pretty good song. Kendrick is a pretty good songwriter, but he's he has this flow. I think J. Cole is a really good songwriter, but I think J. Cole wants to limit his topics. You know, he wants to, everybody want to be Martin Luther King today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, you know, like, Martin Luther King, everybody did that. So, it's just finding your way into it. But I love what J. Cole does. I love what Dot does. But Drake right now, you know, even though I think Kendrick is a better rapper, I think Drake, in fairness, might be a better songwriter. And he got 3 or 4 other niggas helping him write songs. So how you want to, like, for sure nobody helping Dot. For sure. And I seen J. Cole and nobody helping them. But is that their fault? I mean, is it LeBron's fault that if everybody gonna make up the excuse that he don't got teammates?
Right.
You feel me? Like, shit, you better figure out what you need and go pick up your team, because ain't nobody want to hear that shit come June. I mean, it's everybody's responsibility to be number one. I told Dot, like, it's on you, man. You gonna let this nigga do what he do, you better sell 2-3 million records. You ain't got no excuse. You don't got no excuse. Ain't gonna be no excuses. Don't be Nas. Don't be the nigga everybody be talking about later that's better than Jay-Z, except you're not better than Jay-Z. Don't be that nigga that didn't get all the rings because everybody telling you it's cool. No, nigga, it's not cool. You can be the best, so be the best. Whatever you gotta go get on your team, get them on your team and be the best. That's your job. All of us fought for him. You know, he did his shit and did his part. We all fought. Hey, nigga, you gotta be the best. And that means selling 2-3 million records. All this million, that's cool. Nah, nigga, that'd be good for me. For you supposed to sell 3 or 4. Go handle business. It's on him. It's what they gonna do with this man. They gotta do it. And if he got songwriters helping him with them hooks or writing even some, like I know some of them niggas wrote Drake verses. It's obvious. But nobody don't need to write your verses. So, you know, maybe get help with the hook. I don't know. I don't know what people need to hear for it. I haven't sat back to figure out exactly what needs to happen for his situation. But I know I put pressure on him like, hey, this time it's 3-4 million. Fuck all that old sad ass shit and, you know, that cotton picking shit. Like, people want to have a good time too. Like, you owe them a good time.
Hell yeah.
I mean, same thing to J. Cole. If they hear this, like, niggas want to have a good time, my nigga. Stop preaching all the goddamn time, man. Churches on Sundays, champ.
Right.
Because the consumers in the car or the club or somewhere else where the environment is not that.
Working out.
Reality is Kendrick could write a much better party song than Future. For sure.
No, I believe it.
You know what I mean? That song,
wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
And you can understand it probably.
Well, I mean, the thing was, it's like the song A$AP Rocky had was his song first. Like, dude just died in some shit. He ain't. Everybody just see that little shit. That nigga is a complete motherfucking nigga. He not no just old picket sign ass rap nigga. You feel me? It ain't just we gonna be all right. The nigga got a lot of I'm gonna make it all right.
Yeah.
Not even Mad City. Like, died in some shit. Y'all niggas haven't seen Kendrick. Y'all just seeing some little shit he doing. Y'all see Kendrick, you will never look at it the same because the little nigga is really like an animal. He a well-trained, oiled animal. He a machine. He know what he's schooled by the best. We been through the worst drill camp. I'll rap anybody, you gonna get it. So he got it in him. It's just, is he gonna deliver it out? Same thing with J-Rock. The person in me I'm surprised with his Q. I didn't see that.
Why not?
Because I just felt like, not that I couldn't see him being successful. I would have never thought he would have more over J-Rock. I thought J-Rock was like DMX. I thought J-Rock, I still to this day feel like J-Rock is a record away from being DMX, 3-4 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's incredible. Ab Soul to me is what everybody's doing right now in TDE. Even Dot, even Kendrick. Like, that's Ab Soul is really the influence behind what TDE to me is right now.
Sonically or just what?
Sonically, yeah. I mean, it's all dude dog vision. It's all top dog vision. But that feel, that sound of music, Say What's Up, Black Hippie, all that shit is soul. That motherfucker's a real hippie. Feel me? He's a fool. I love that little nigga. I always knew he was special. Always knew Dot was special. Always knew Rock was special. Q really is outdoing it. You know what I mean? And I love to see that because I didn't know what it was gonna happen with him. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know. I couldn't see him. Like, I didn't have that vision. I seen all the other shit though. But Dot really can be the number one dude. It's just, he got it. He just gotta find it and just go find it. Got this shit. You gotta do it.
Say no more.
Now, I don't mean to keep holding you up, but
It's all good.
you said something about we don't need preachy peachy. Everybody's doing that. You need different subject matter. What would you, on the flip side, tell to the trap rappers? Because it seemed like that game is just getting saturated.
Man, them niggas ain't selling enough records to even, I don't know why niggas even talk about them. Future only got one gold album.
But see, and you're right about that, but in that realm, that they try to say, well, I'm getting money, I'm doing shows, I'm doing this, I'm doing all of that.
I've never bought a trap album.
I had a partner, right? And I'm not gonna knock Trap. Trap is amazing. Trap is amazing. Trap is good for what it
He's
is.
a trap star.
You know what I'm talking about.
You bought a trap album?
No, you know what I'm talking about, bro.
This is the thing, right? So, I mean, trap music, Jeezy and them was the last, because they had soul. Jeezy got soul when he rapped. It's a soul in him. Future is more of a rock star. I mean, he like Jimi Hendrix more like.
Yeah.
You know, but they not selling enough records for me to even have conversation. They might be selling more than me, but like I told my little homie, if he said, man, I want to rap like Future or the Migos because they getting money. And shout out to the Migos, I love them niggas. They solid and real. But, I mean, just because niggas look like money, my nigga thought they was getting more money than J. Cole. I'm like, nigga, J. Cole just left the stable center the other day.
That's all perspective on that aspect of it.
So my point is, I don't give too much honor into knocking trap. I appreciate some niggas figuring out something out of nothing and making a living off of it. I mean, let's be honest, man. Like, who is the biggest trap rapper? Future. There's too many regular niggas that's selling gold on a regular rap level. You know what I'm saying? Not regular, like everyday running the mill niggas, but I'm talking about you gonna go far down the chain. You know what I mean? Like 2 Chainz ain't really a trap rapper and he sell more records than that. So it's like, trap, if the biggest act in trap is not killing everything, why do you even make, it's like talking about like the 13th best nigga in the NBA. Right. It's like, who cares?
Great point.
I go back to your point about just rapping, just broadening your subject matter.
I don't know. Like I said, I just think it ain't enough dedication to the music, to the genre itself.
I can definitely see
One
that.
thing I like about trap, it is a dedication to it. You know, it's trap music. It is what it is. It's right at it, you feel me? It's gonna fit the lane the whole time. But like the other rappers, like I said, when I first heard Doggy Style, I didn't even understand what's going on. I was too young, but as I grew up, it was funk.
Exactly.
When I listened to the Blueprint and it sold 3 million, you know, it was soul. When I listened to the Scarface records, The Fix, it sold 3 million, it was blues. When I listened to, you know, a Bone record or a Kanye record, it's R&B. Like it's the genres are locked in and it ain't no mistake. They ain't trying to make something for everybody. They making this genre of music, and that's the thing I think that's lost. The music is lost. Music is lost in this, not the words, the music. And until everybody get a grasp on the music, it's gonna stay. You know, nobody gonna sell 3-4 million. Nobody gonna sell 3-4 million. Right now, the success is gonna be 1 million. That's gonna be the best thing a nigga got.
So you don't think the problem, like, is stuff being downloaded and just pirated? You just think it's the music not.
And Adele just sold 3.6 million records in 7 days. And the thing is, people, oh, she's white. Nobody's ever sold 3.6 million in 7 days. Michael Jackson didn't sell 3.6 million in 7 days. Eminem didn't sell 3.6 million in 7 days. Back then, when everybody was buying records, Adele just sold 3.6 million records in 7 days. Motherfuckers is buying records because the same people who bought Adele 3.6 was the same person who bought Snoop 6 million. Right. You feel me? People buy good music. They don't buy all music. They buy good music. So if Adele could sell 3.6 million, you feel me? It ain't no, hell yeah, people could still buy records. Ain't got nothing to do with no fucking downloads. Feel me? Adele just sold 3.6. She was like, I'm not even gonna put my shit for a stream. But she can do it because she knew everybody knew her music was quality and they would buy it if they had to. Now, if the next motherfucker did that, you feel me, what niggas go buy it? And then it's gonna come down to how quality your music is. So, yeah, it's there. It's there for a nigga to sell 1 million in the first week. It's there.
More. For sure, because that's usually, I just brought that up because that's usually what they kind of fall back on when people ain't buying music, but.
No excuses, just produce it.
That's like LeBron and them, they talking about the 2 rings, man. Oh, it's because he didn't have nobody. Well, you better get somebody.
He got him.
Well, Glasses, it was a pleasure having you on. Before we let you go, please let us know where we can go find all things Glass House 2, all things Division Media Corporation, as well as anything else you feel the world should know.
SoundCloud Division Media Corporation. I got Glass House 2 there. Got G Malone on Twitter, Glasses Loco on Instagram. Glass House 2 everywhere, man. I mean, find me in these streets, man. You see that G-Wagon, man. You know what's up?
All right, G Malone, before we let you go, I always ask this infamous question now on every show. So the infamous question is this: how do you want to be remembered? Meaning, like, what type of legacy you want to leave behind?
You know what, for a long time I couldn't even answer that question. And I think I don't even give a fuck. I don't even give a fuck what happened after I die. You feel me? Like, I don't even know why people put so much influence on what happened after they died. Like, people feel like your name gonna live forever after you die. It's like, no, nigga, you died. You feel me? Like, I want to do it while I'm here. You know, when I die is when I die. But while I'm here, you know what I mean, I just want to make a difference. I don't care if nobody else know. You know, I'm not looking for the credit. I'm gonna get paid for it anyway. But I just want to make a difference. I don't gotta remember. I don't know. I don't even think I even care if nobody remember me or not. Like, I don't think that's even important. It's just I want to do something great every day while I'm here. You know what I mean? And then once I die, you know what I mean? I don't know what they gonna say. Who knows, you know? A lot of niggas, it depends on who win the game. The winners tell the story, so if I ain't won, somebody else gonna tell the story anyway. So fuck it, you feel me? I'm trying to win so I could tell the right story. I could put the extras on it like the next nigga do.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Straight up. Well, we're gonna go to a quick break real quick, and then we gonna come right back at y'all. We got one little bit left, and we'll get right into it. So appreciate you for coming through,
Alien.
Thank y'all for having me.
Definitely look forward to
Hey, you sleep?
much needed success.
You sleep?
We'll be right back. Squad.
Squat.